LEXNOUR.
Jacob, that furry-loving fuck. He loves furries more than his family. Ha ha! He still hides it like we all don't know. Yeah, call that shit Jacob's furry secret. Hey Jacob, I've heard your name before, spreading your life story like an open door. You claim to be righteous, but you're hypocritical, talking about your life like it's a miracle. But let me tell you, Jacob, ain't nobody care about the things you do. They're people with whom you share. You're addicted to the green, the smoke, and the high. But when it comes to real life, man, you barely get by. Jacob, please just take a seat. Nobody wants to hear you on repeat. Your double standards and your oversharing. It's a wonder how any friends you're still bearing. Now let's talk about your lack of discretion, sharing your conquests like it's your profession. But Jacob, let me tell you, nobody's impressed with your tales of exploits and your so-called success. You think you're clever, but we all see through the facade you put up, man. It's just not true. You're living in a haze with your life on display. But it's time to grow up, Jacob. Find a better way. He craves easy games, but then he'll whine and moan, claiming boredom, yet he won't leave him alone. He's like a kid who wants cake, but then he'll fuss. When he gets a slice, he's like, what's all the fuss? Now let's dig deeper. I've got a secret to share. Jacob played a furry game with a sly little glare. He dove in head first, completed it with glee. Then he claimed it was spite, but we know the reality. His love for furry games, it's hard to ignore. He'll play them all night, then he'll come back for more. So Jacob, next time you try to act all wise, remember your secret and those anthropomorphic eyes. Anthropomorphic animals in the gayest sense. You try to play it cool, but it's also intense. We see through the act. We know you're not joking. Your passion for furries, our minds, it's provoking. You say it's all fun and games, ain't serious, but deep down we know you're delirious. For those furries and their tails a wagging, no need to hide it, Jacob. Quit your bragging. It ain't no joke. Your secret's out. You love those furries, there's no doubt. We see the passion in your eyes. When you talk about them, you can't disguise. You think we don't know, but we're aware of your obsession, and we ain't scared to call you out and expose your love for furry creatures from up above. So embrace it, Jacob. Don't be shy. Your love for furries, let it fly. No need to hide it or pretend it's fake. We all know it's real, for goodness sake. Now let's dive into those moments of overshare. Talking about his sex life like we're all unaware. He'll hit you up even if you ain't that close. Spilling all his bedroom tales like he's trying to boast. Jacob, what a contradiction. Living in a cloud of smoke, can't see his own affliction. Oversharing secrets, but still wanting respect. You gotta wonder how he ain't faced rejection yet. Always preaching about life, but can't take a break. From the weed he smokes, man, that's all he can bake. I'm done now, you furry fuck. If I have to return, I'm not holding back. Jacob's Furry Friends Part 2 will release if you keep up these games and foolery.